3. The New Idol. It was an interesting experiment on the part of the Stage Society to give a translation of La Nouvelle Idole, one of those pieces by which M. François de Querelle has reached that very actual section of the French public which is interested in ideas. The New Idol is a modern play of the most characteristically modern type. Its subject matter is largely medical. It deals with the treatment of cancer. We are shown a doctor's laboratory, with a horrible elongated diagram of the inside of the human body. A young girl's lungs are sounded in the doctor's drawing room. Nearly every character talks science and very little but science. When they cease talking science, which they talk well, with earnestness and with knowledge, and try to talk love or intrigue, they talk badly, as if they were talking of things which they knew nothing about. Now, personally, this kind of talk does not interest me. It makes me feel uncomfortable. But I am ready to admit that it is justified if I find that the dramatic movement of the play requires it, that it is itself an essential part of the action. In The New Idol I think this is partly the case. The other medical play which has lately been disturbing Paris, Les Avaries, does not seem to me to fulfill this condition at any moment. It is a pamphlet from beginning to end. It is not a satisfactory pamphlet, and it has no other excuse for existence. But M. de Querelle has woven his problem into at least a semblance of action. The play is not a mere discussion of irresistible physical laws. The will enters into the problem, and will fights against will, and against not quite irresistible physical laws. The suggestion of love interests, which come to nothing, and have no real bearing on the main situation, seems to me a mistake. It complicates things which must appear to us so very real if we are to accept them at all, with rather a theatrical kind of complication. M. de Querelle is more a thinker than a dramatist, as he has shown lately in the very original, interesting, impossible Fille Sauvage. He grapples with serious matters seriously, and he argues well, with a closely woven structure of arguments, some of them bringing a kind of hard and naked poetry out of mere closeness of thinking and closeness of seeing. In The New Idol there is some dialogue, real dialogue, natural give and take, about the fear of death and the horror of indestructibility, a variation on one of the finest of Coventry Patmore's odes, which seemed to me admirable. It held the audience because it was direct speech, expressing a universal human feeling in the light of a vivid individual crisis. But such writing as this was rare. For the most part it was the problem itself which insisted on occupying our attention, or, distinct from this, the two theatrical characters.